YouTube, hello and welcome to another episode of Shenzo Plays. Today we're continuing Blueprint. I believe we're on day 42 today. We did 41 a little earlier, so if you see me wearing the same thing, that's because, yeah, this is taking place a couple hours apart after a stream. I just got done with some Helldivers and ate some dinner. So, gonna go in through another run of Blueprints today. That's the plan. We have three main objectives. We're looking for the final Sanctum Key, and technically it's the second to last one, but I think they said the third one's behind the 8th door. So I don't know if you unlock 7 and the 8th one unlocks. I don't know if that's how it works or not. But then we're also trying to switch our chest power, so we have to draft accordingly. And we're also, while we're doing all that, looking for more castle cipher clues. I think I have all the rooms. I just need to find the clues themselves, and then we'll break down the cipher and go from there. But that is the plan for today, so thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a comment or a like on it. It helps out a lot, trust me. If you like my content as a whole and want to see more of it, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free, and it's a great way to support me with no additional cost, just like liking and commenting. Lastly, if you want to get alerted when I drop a new video, please, please, please hit that alert button. I really mean a lot. It's a little alarm bell. You'll see it right above the video. But YouTube, that's going to do it for me. You can follow all my socials down below, and we'll see you on the other side. Hey YouTube, welcome back. We're just about to get started here with day 42. As I said in the intro, we have kind of three main objectives. Looking for the final Sanctum Key. We are trying to solve the cipher of the castle. And then we are going to try to perform a castle maneuver, which is to get the rook and then switch to the king or vice versa. So the plan is we got to build the mansion in a way to get all the chess pieces correctly. So we need either the study or her ladyship's office, her ladyship's quarters. We need to get either the study, or not the study, I already said that, the office or the throne room. And of course, we also need to get, the bishop, the knight, the rook, all that other fun stuff as well. But most of those are fairly simple and pretty straightforward. We also need to take the final exam. So we might do the classroom if we don't get like the tool shed with it, because the other thing we need is we need to build the power hammer, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. We start with additional 2 diamonds today, which is kind of nice. Tanner Boy is here. Hello, Tanner Boy. He's here to hang out with us for a bit. He also got some dinner tonight. We had a nice steak. You might be asking, why is Shenzo having steak if he just lost his job? Great question. It's because it was on sale. The steak was, like sell by, certain day, and so it was like 50% off. And I'm like, well, can't pass that up. All right, we have the shelter, the tomb, or the schoolhouse. I definitely feel the schoolhouse is going to be the way to go here, but that will sabotage my other attempts. So we'll just go with the schoolhouse, and we'll see if we can maximize it. We do start off with 4 diamonds, so reaching that will be less problematic than it would be under normal circumstances. And we'll have to take a note that there is a place to dig there if we can find the shovel early enough. But all right, we're off to a pretty good start. We got the schoolhouse, so the classrooms have been added. We need to get 9 of them to take the final exam. And actually, I think we may need to get the drafting room for that now that I think about it, because I think it only said that... half of the... I think it's only 7 classrooms? Let me take a look. Well, let me... Sorry, I keep pressing the wrong button. Add 8 classrooms. Yeah, and I think you need to get 9. So I think we do need a 9th classroom. But we shall see. Alright, start off with 8. We have 3 plus 4 plus 1, so that's going to be 8. Minus 7 times 18 divided by 3 is 6. 1, 3, 6 squared is 36, minus 20 is 16, times 2 is 32, divided by 2 is 16. 10 squared is 100, minus 20 is 80, times 2 is 160, divided by 16 is 10. And we get the key card to start. It's kind of nice. We also got the foyer and the Great Hall and the secret passage, so that's kind of cool. Let's go with the bedroom here. That'll give us a pawn. Not that I was super worried about getting a pawn. We could go with the classroom, and that would break that off, which is fine. We'll hang on to the library, because if we get the reading nook, which is common, we should be good to go. But alright, we got the classroom. We can get another classroom. Why not? We have the diamonds. Again, we just have to try to build the mansion in such a way that we can hit more than that. Let's hit the servant spare quarters here. This will give us a couple keys to start, which is good. And if we ever do find the sleeping mask, that will also be good. Man, not really a good option here. We can get the classroom, but it would block off the foundation, which kind of stinks. So we'll go with the classroom here. I would have normally gone for the weight room there, but it also would have been blocking, I think, the foundation. So we can get the library or the drawing room. I think out of everyone here, I want the drawing room, but I'm going to go with the hallway just because it'll give us... we won't have to spend our last diamond. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go use the entrance hall. We'll go from there. Because I'm hopeful we'll get something like the parlor or something like that. So we've got the storeroom, the Geist bedroom, or another classroom. I guess we can go with the classroom here and hope we draw the parlor. Magnifying glass, okay, that's pretty nice. Here we are in history again. Arc Aries, Arinda Aries, Araha, Nuance. Morajai there. Kokarina, the mountains, and Vera. And of course there's Fen Aries. And yeah, Fen is right near the bay. Well, we got the chapel here. It's not perfect, but at least this would give us, you know, more places to go, I suppose. Though I really don't care for the rotation. Let's try a redraw. Maybe we'll get lucky. And we get the den, which is a better rotation, in my opinion. Or we can get the parlor. I think we go with the parlor here to get 3. Because the den could be useful later when we really need it. Alright, we got the wind-up key. A box next to this box displays a false statement. Okay, so that one's false, because that's blank. And the box next to this box contains the gems. Okay. There we go. Got the logical trophy. Nice. I was like, wow, that's weird. Did I screw up? Nope, just gives me the trophy. Alright, we've got the kitchen, the library, or the closet. Well, anything other than the kitchen will end the run. I know technically we have the foundation, but I would really rather not have to keep relying on that trick. So we'll use the kitchen here, plus this will be good because it can get us some more steps if we need them. And we can also see what's for dinner. Porterhouse steak. So we need the showroom for that one. And yeah, here in the kitchen, too, we can also refill... We'll go the chapel here. I know it stinks to get this room, but... it's alright, because now we have the bishop as well. We can go with either the Geist bedroom or the library. I don't want to go with the reading nook, so I think I'm going to go the Geist bedroom here. Just so this will give me some rerolls. We have some insurance to help us keep moving. I know, I didn't choose the tomb. It's weird. And yep, we lose another coin, which is fine. We have 42 of them. Corridor, storeroom, or closet, or reroll. I want to redraw here. I hate to use it this early. but I definitely think we need to. Veranda could be really good because we could find more items, but we kind of need to save our gems. So we'll go with the reading nook, and then this will guarantee the library on the next roll, which is nice. And this also gives us a rook, too, so it's not like it's, you know, without issue. I think the den is the choice here. I know I normally go for the library, but I want to access the foundation. I want to maximize our amount of rooms. So we'll go with the den, plus this will give us another gem, which will be good. And then, of course, we have the foundation out there, which is very nice to have. Chamber of Mirrors here seems pretty good. Observatory is okay. Corridor's fine. I guess we'll go with the corridor here. Or, you know what, let's do the Chamber of Mirrors. I know this is probably not a smart idea, but we could double up on some stuff. And that could be very, very useful. Luckily, we have the key card. So that's kind of nice. We could get another reading nook. Or we could get the library. I think I'm going to go with the reading nook so we can access another side of the Chamber of Mirrors. And hope to God I didn't just block myself out. Which I might have done. Okay, well that'll at least give us an option over there. We'll run back. Through the den. I know, after all the talk about me being careful, I just literally did like one of the dumbest freaking things ever, huh? And yep, I think I just locked myself into a corner. Yikes. Not a good run on this one. But that's okay. It's not like we had a ton of stuff. I absolutely should not have picked Chamber of Mirrors. I don't know what I was thinking there. Or I should have gone with the library and gone the other direction. That was a very silly decision on my part. Because, yeah, now we only have access to, yeah, now there's nowhere to go. Alright, well, I'll go in the Geist's bedroom, and we'll call it a day there, I suppose. Quick run. Didn't get anything done, unfortunately. That was entirely my fault, because I was like, oh yeah, I'll be careful, and then I promptly was not careful. So we will call it a day in the Geist's bedroom. Because we can't move forward. It's a charming schoolhouse. It's all right. You know, I'm not super disappointed, as I kind of mentioned when we went through the schoolhouse. It was like, that was probably a mistake, and it was. So we'll do another run today. We'll do 2 days. Yeah, quick like 10-minute run on that one, with no like clues or useful information. That's okay. It happens, right, Tanner boy? Yeah. Day 43. Here we go. Sometimes RNG is just not on your side, and sometimes you do stupid things that makes the RNG harder. So I can't argue with either of those outcomes, because I pick Classroom, which of course floods your options, and then I made the mistake of gambling on the Chamber of Mirrors, hoping I could get out that way, and I was wrong. Let's go with the Shrine. We haven't really experimented a lot here. So that is a curse. We can make an offering, which I might do later. But we have the Shrine. I really should look into more of the Shrine abilities, if I'm being honest. But we'll try another run here. Like I said, we have like 3 objectives. I'm not trying to tunnel on it, but it was just like, yeah, we didn't really get anything new on the last schoolhouse, unfortunately. And again, we'll continue with the left. We've got the pantry, the reading nook, or the servant spare quarters. I think we'll save the servant spare quarters for later. And we'll start off with the nook. So we have a rook immediately. A magnifying glass. That's a pretty good start. And we can get the library or the parlor. I think I'm going to go the library here, just because it's going to the left, and we still have both doors open on the entrance hall. And this way we can pick out a new book. Let's go with Drafting Strategy 3. I don't think we've read that one before. Music Room, Lost and Found, or The Laundry. I feel Lost and Found is probably the draw here. We could get the Music Room, but Lost and Found, I think we would only lose the magnifying glass, and then we can pick up whatever's inside on our way back out. I think the Lost and Found's the way to go, because we'll get 2 rare items in exchange for the magnifying glass, which is not the worst thing. So there is a chess piece there. We already got that. And we have the hall pass and the stopwatch. So both of those are pretty good, but we'll grab them on our way out so we don't lose anything the next time we're here. We'll go with the Geist bedroom here, because I don't want to use the coat check, because every time we would enter this room, we'd potentially lose something. But now the Lost and Found's in a corner where we don't have to go through it, you know, again. And since we don't have an item, it can't steal anything from us. But here's the hall pass and the stopwatch. So let us begin. We gotta run. Gotta go fast. Back to the entrance hall. Let's get the hallway here. I thought about using the observatory, but I don't want to be, you know, too greedy. We'll get the kitchen for free, which is kind of nice. We can get the chapel. That'll open up the hallway. Passageway for free. Yeah, let's do that. Commissary also for free. I know this will, like, get us this way. We could do the storeroom here. We'll come back for that one in a minute. Just like to try and maximize our usage in the drawing room. Alright. I think we did pretty well with that stopwatch. We got a lot of rooms for free. We have access to the foundation. We did miss one down there, but again, we already got the full house trophy. We'll check in here and see what's there. I think we can pick up the sledgehammer. But yeah, we did, I think we did pretty well. Getting the passageway this early kind of stinks, but at the same time, like, you know, it's not that bad. Man, we can get the metal detector. I think we'll get both. We'll get the metal detector and the sledgehammer. We don't need the salt shaker, and I don't need any gems, but it's good to know that we can purchase them. That's for damn sure. Alright, let's see what we get here. Observatory, facing the wrong way. The corridor, which will be unlocked, or the closet. I think since we have the drawing room up there, I think we'll go with the closet to get some more items. That'll be a key and a gem, which is kind of nice. Here we are back in the drawing room. Cloister of Orinda. We do need the cloister. Probably wouldn't be a bad choice, especially since we still have the den and the parlor and the pool that we haven't picked. So let's invest in that. That is one of the rooms we need to check. And yeah, we'll go in and we'll see. We'll open this up. I know we don't have the. Okay, so it said there should be a hint here. Oh, there it is. CXET. And I missed that last time. Remember, I was cursing at IGN. So I'll write that down real quick. This will only take a moment. And let me make sure I get the ones correctly. So it is CX, and then it looks like 2 spaces, and then ET. So CX, 1, 2, ET. And then that might be there. We'll have to see how this... I'm still not seeing how it lines up on the grid. I may have to search that because of my aphantasia. I can't visualize it to save my life. But at least we know what it looks like now. And since we have the cloister, we can come back and we can look at it again. So let's go to the right here. We can get the patio. Or the bedroom. I kind of want to get the bedroom just because of the way it's facing. Plus, there's a chance we'll get an item in here. It's a small chance, but a chance. And it will also give us an opportunity to maximize our rooms. Locked. Man, I hate to use a locked key this early, but... we do need the study. The study has one of the queens, so I think... we'll go with the study here. Plus, this will give us a gem. So that'll be nice. But I'm just trying to think ahead again to the... you know, think to the puzzle. And, oh, look! The key card is also here. Okay, this was definitely worth it. 100% worth it. Alright. Now we can go back to the cloister. I didn't even check if there was a security door. I don't see one, but that's still A-okay by me. And we can get the office. I don't particularly like that spot, but I do think this is worth it. Because the office would give us the king. And I think that's all we need now. Actually, I think this will solve. We can go get the chess power, which is awesome. So, and we can spread more gold here if we need it. So that's always good. Yeah, does it give us the best opportunity? Not really, but we have 2 rerolls, so I figured, you know, hopefully we can get the den or something there. Let me just check the staff announcements while we're here. Log into network. Swan Song. Staff services. Staff announcements. Saturday, December 18th. Simon, now that you have the satellite connection, you should be able to connect to Sync and download some new experimental data packets for the lab. We've been working on a lot of interesting and innovative experiments. Great if you could try them out for us and provide us some valuable data. Okay, we can do that. So, yeah, we can absolutely connect to Synca and download some stuff. I'm going to place a special order. Let's do, again, we'll keep the sledgehammer there. Just because that way we have a better chance of getting the power sledge. Data transfers? No packets available at this time. Okay, so it looks like we already did that, but that's fine. Okay, but yeah, we have the king, we have the queen. So we got the 2 rarest ones this run. RNG's been pretty good to us so far. Let's see if it continues. Locked door, that's okay, we got keys. We have no mechanical rooms, so that room would stink. We have the armory, which could be good, depending on what we draw. Or we could get the corridor, which will be unlocked. I think I would rather redraw this, though, because I would rather get one with multiple exits. Like the den. And since we have the sledgehammer, there's a trunk here. And we have the secret garden key. That's awesome. We needed the secret garden. That's part of one of the things we need. Great Hall should also be in the pool, but we haven't drafted it yet, which is kind of crazy. Secret garden key, perhaps? Maybe? Nope. Okay, unfortunate. But not the end of the world. Alright, let's use the secret garden key here. It should work here. Yep. And this will spread fruit throughout the house, too, which is nice. It would be really nice if we could get the lab. Okay, and now it's moved that way. Interesting. Oh, no, but the swan still is not. And I still haven't figured out how to move the swan yet. I wonder how you do that. I wonder if it's in here, if that's what it is to move it. But we will check. Alright, we'll continue up this way. For now, the treasure trove, the servant spare quarters. I think this will be good because we are running low on keys. Keys on the lime. And I was going to say, sometimes there's a room in, an item in here, but we did not get that lucky. And look, a key on the floor, too. Nice. And look at that. Needed a key immediately. Trophy room could be really good here. Unfortunately, we can't afford it, so that kind of stinks. I wonder if I should axe the cost of the trophy room. Let's use our final redraw here. I'm not a huge fan of using it here of all places, but we can get the aquarium, which is every color, and might have the... Yeah, I think we'll do this because it has the compass. I was hoping for the broken lever, but that's fine. And there's a coin on the ground. Nice. Use a key. Boudoir, I think, is the draw here. Because it'll give us that. And some more rerolls. Use another key. See what we get. Treasure trove or the freezer. Ooh, you know, we know the armory's here. I think we need this for the freezer. The only issue I would have with the freezer is, we would freeze the diamonds and the gold. I think that's only if we enter it, though. Nope, it's just for having the freezer. Okay. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll be able to get the torch, because I think we need that for the freezer anyway. Observatory or solarium or laboratory. Either one of these are dead. But we can't buy two of them, so let's re-roll this. Hall pass to get the foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Or we can get the conference room and we can spread the money here. Because we can't get security. I think let's go with the foyer. And that way if we get the Great Hall, they'll all be unlocked. And speak of the devil, there's the Great Hall. Perfect. We can pull the lever, even though that one's sealed off because of the freezer. Oh yeah, I didn't pull the lever to the antechamber in the secret garden. What the hell am I doing? Alright, let me run back and get that real quick. Sorry, before I forget. We probably will have to go back here anyway, but, you know. I forgot to pull the lever for the secret garden. Got so focused. Because that's the thing, is we could always still use room 46. Like, no matter what happens, we can always use it. And then the best part is that we still have the den. So, you know what, since all the doors to the Great Hall are unlocked, and even if we pick up anything that's not a key there, let's just go down the den and maybe we'll get lucky. Ooh, we got the kennel! That's a brand new one. Let's use that. Oh my gosh, they have actual dogs in here? That's so awesome. Aw, hello. Can you pet the doggo? You can. You can pet the doggo. 10 out of 10 game. Cat. So that looks like it's a... Well, let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So CA for castle. So that T is probably down at the bottom, right? It looks like it could fit. It's so hard for me to envision this, but here's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. And that looks like the T goes second. I think. Alright. And then... Yeah, and then when you do the CXT, that also makes sense. C and E for castle. But there's, instead of 4, it's 6. And then you put the X next to the C. And now the rest is where the hell does, does the IIoT go for? Okay. Gonna have to take a look, but yeah, that is almost certainly one of the ones we needed. And look, there's a place to dig. And yeah, no, I think every time we dig, it will unlock all the doors in the room, which is kind of nice. But we don't have the shovel yet, so... And we need the armory, I believe. So we'll go here. We won't actually solve it yet, because I think we need the armory to unfreeze us, or we need to draw the furnace. I'd honestly rather not draw the furnace here, but... We can get the boudoir, the pantry, or the nursery. I think I'll go with the boudoir here, and again, we just won't draw the... We just won't draw the diamond yet. Because if we get the furnace, like, down here, I don't think I would mind nearly as much. You know what I'm saying? Dining room, I think, is a good one. This will give us more steps, so we should be secure. Plus the lunchbox. And then we have the carrot cake, it looks like. And this is if we have... Oh, it's country stew pie. Well, we'll eat it anyway. I know we don't have the boiler room, but that's fine. And then... Luckily, all the doors in the Great Hall are open, so we'll just open all of these guys. Want to save that. We'll grab the key, but leave the money for now. Alright, let's go back down into the dining room. Another key. Nice. And, unfortunately, unless we want to redraw and try to get the furnace... Let's redraw. Armory. Hopefully they have the torch for... Oh, no, we can't buy the torch. Oh, no. We have to draw the furnace. Yikes. Oof. I made a mistake there. Boiler room. Corridor. Let's get the corridor here. Coin on the floor. We'll come back for that later. Pool hall. Mail room. Let's redraw. Pantry. Garage. Can't use the garage. Redraw again. West Wing Hall. Thank you. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for something. Furnace! Yes, we got it. We can now unfreeze our accounts and then freeze them as we need. I did pick up that trick while doing some Googling. And now we can go buy the armory and we can finally solve the mystery of the furnace. First, let me pick up everything that's in here, though. Right, over here. Triggered both of those. We need to go back to the boudoir and do the parlor room game. So the boudoir is through the dining room, which is this way. Boudoir is here. Grab this diamond. It's really cool that they give us 2 copies of the diamond for 2 copies of the boudoir. Alright, we have the parlor game. The true boxes are both empty. The false boxes are both true. That's an interesting one. And the gems are in the blue box. Okay, so if this is the case, if the false boxes are both true, and the true boxes are both empty, and the gems are in the blue box, This one is, of the true boxes, if this would be false. It's okay. And then this one says the gems are in the blue box. So the false boxes are both true. I'm assuming that means the false boxes in the empty boxes. Because if this is true, then this one's empty. And if this is true, then this is empty. Then the blue box is the answer. And if this is false, it would say the false boxes are both empty. I guess we'll try this one. I don't feel confident about it, but there's only one that said where it was, which is why I went with it. Okay. Let's go back to the armory. We're going to buy that torch, and we're going to go solve the mystery of the freezer. We already have the sledgehammer, so getting the mace feels kind of redundant. Let's go solve the mystery of the freezer. Prism key, which allows us to draw footprints of the same color. Thaw only in the event of my death. Simon, I wish for you to read this letter upon first arriving at Mount Holly, but I couldn't risk the contents of these pages falling into unsympathetic hands. My personal freezer should prove quite the safe box, as all the staff have for many years respected my wishes and that it remains shut and untampered. Favorite snacks were also stored here. But in addition to those delicious treats, it has also been for the last 20 years stored many a cryptic message and ciphered note. This nondescript cooler is in fact a dubious frozen postbox of chilled secrets. Have you heard of the Children of Black Water? I have no idea how forthcoming your father has been about the details surrounding your mother's final chapter, or the role he thinks I played in that end. I have always denied involvement to him, to detectives, to the Crown, and now to you as well. But I can honestly say I had nothing to do with her disappearance. And yes, I speak of disappearance, not death, for I, too, cling to the hope that our fears are unfounded and have occasionally, from time to time, caught fragments of information that bolster this belief. Fragments of information that have cost me plenty, for our country is never short of opportunists and blackmailers. So, as I am now dead, I don't want this knowledge to be buried with me, even if that means passing the burden of those fragments on to you. Even that information may weigh even heavier on your head than the crown involved. Unfortunately, this information is a little too precious to entrust entirely to this freezer, as I'm not too confident that the sanctity of my snacks will extend beyond my life. I've always found it best to use multiple baskets when it comes to incriminating eggs, a lesson that I recently learned again when a member of my staff betrayed my confidence. I have placed 8 red envelopes in 8 even more secure locations throughout the estate and left a hidden message for you among the art that hangs in every room of this house. This message is the key to unlocking these secrets, but you must be open in your interpretation, as the message itself harbors multiple double meanings and hidden entendres. One final word of guidance: the safe combinations you are seeking will not be found in writing on the estate, so I hope you haven't been wasting too much time jotting down random invoice numbers and dates. Damn it, I have done a lot of that. Only by deciphering the many meanings of the 44-character message can you hope to unlock its many mysteries. T. Stern letters, Herbert S. Sinclair, and this is the hint that would have helped me out a lot when I had no idea how to solve the painting puzzle. So thank you, Herbert. I do appreciate it. Alright, and we raised the temperature. We got the letter. It's not the red letter that I had hoped, but that's okay. And look, another key. I could pick these guys, but my accounts are frozen, so I don't think that would matter too much. I guess I'll pick them up anyway. It's fine. Because we have to go unfreeze my accounts anyway in order to keep moving, most likely. Alrighty. So what I'm hoping I'll draw, just for you guys watching at home, what I'm hoping I will draw is... I am hoping to draw the, well, the conference room certainly will be nice. But what I'm hoping to draw, just to be very transparent with you guys, I'm hoping to draw the courtyard, which will have the shovel in it at this point. I don't think I'm going to get lucky enough to draw the workshop. I could, but I don't feel I'm going to be lucky enough for that. So I'm hoping I'll draw the courtyard, the shovel will be in it, we can dig around, and then I can draw the vault after that. Prism key won't really help us a lot here, so... let's go with the aquarium, because there's still a chance to draw. There's at least still a chance we could have drawn something. We can get the trophy room here. Greenhouse could be nice, but again, we need that. I think I'll go with the trophy room here, and then we'll probably freeze our assets before we leave. I'll probably, you know, spread gold throughout the estate and all that other fun stuff. But here's the trophy, and we get our logic trophy, which is kind of nice. So that's cool. And I don't see anything else that really jumps out at me. So we can go with the maid's chambers, which I don't want. The observatory, which would block us, or the pool, which also blocks us. I'm going to spend a reroll here. And there's the courtyard. So let's hope the shovel is in here. Show me a shovel. No shovel, damn it. But hey, we're going to have a lot of gems for our next run. And there is something on the ground, a coin. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Well, I guess I'll take that. Secret passage, walk-in closet, or the dark room. Ooh, I think we'll go the secret passage here. Oh, what should we try to go for here? Let's go with the green thumb. Let's go with the green room. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get another courtyard. And that courtyard will have the shovel. Heck, we could even get the morning room if it's accurate enough. And then, D-O-R. O-O-R. Another courtyard. Let's try again. Show me a shovel. Unfortunate. 0 for 2 on the courtyards. Yikes. Patio, dark room, or redraw. Patio could be really nice, but I don't like the rotation, so we'll redraw here. Terrace, pool hall, maid chamber. Well, let's go with the pool hall. And if you're wondering why I picked this one rather than re-roll again, it's because I'll get another chance closer. So that's 6, 9, 11, minus 8 is 3. Where's 3? 3, 3, 3. 10, 20, 8. So 38. Minus 18 is 20. Times 1 is 20. 26. 20. Times 5 is 100, divided by 20, because it's times 1, is 5. And we got 2 more keys. And for our finale, could get the garage. We could. I think the garage has a slight chance of having a tool in there, but again, like, the workshop doesn't matter at this point. I think we'll end up going back to the office and spreading it. Let's try and redraw here. Oh, hey, look, there's the workshop. But we didn't get the broken lever or the We didn't get the broken lever or the battery pack, and only one will be in here if we're that lucky. And I don't think we are, so as much as I want the workshop, as much as I was rooting for the workshop, we don't have another open room available unless I can somehow open the antechamber door. But even then, I don't think that will work. So, we'll redraw again. Secret passage, which could be fun, because it's free. We can do the nursery. No, we'll redraw again. Redraw again. Veranda may have the shovel, or we could go for the mailroom. The mailroom will give us a package, and with our frozen assets, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot. This is really going to be a gamble here. We're going to freeze our assets, so no matter what, we're going to start off with either 11 or 9 gems tomorrow. Well, what's life without a little gambling, right? Let's try the veranda, and maybe we'll have the shovel. Nope. But we do get some more gold. Ah. Dang, man. What a time to not get the shovel. Oh, well. What are you gonna do, right? You know, I didn't think we'd get this far. I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't. But I'm happy about it. I think we've done a good job. All things considered, you know? I feel pretty good about this. You know, we did a good job. We're only missing 5 rooms in the directory too. Nice. And we can change because we got the armory. We can change our power. So we have a lot we can do still. I just got to be smart about it. So I need to get to the office. I need to spread everything. I need to change the chest power. And I need to freeze our assets. So let me take a look here. Because we have 30 steps left, right? So I need to go up through the West Hall. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to freeze our assets. $10 for the spread. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 27. We can't spread gold in the office and freeze our assets and get the chest power. So I'm going to make an executive decision, and we're going to go for the freezer, and we're going to go down all the way back to the foundation, and that's how we're going to use, and we're going to get the chest power. That's what we're going to do. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 steps, 15 steps. Yeah, we can do that. All right. We'll freeze our assets where we're at. 35 additional gold, 7 additional diamonds. Our assets are not frozen. Oh no. Oh, that stinks. Oh, man. It's because of the furnace. We unfroze them. So... Alright, well, that's unfortunate. But, hey, it's good to know that plan wouldn't have worked anyway. You know, it stinks. I'm not going to pretend I'm happy about it. But... what are you going to do, right? We can at least get oh, whoops, I went the wrong way. That's okay. We can at least get the chest power. And we got some work on the cipher as well. So that's pretty good. I cannot believe we did all of that and never found the shovel. Like, we had a bunch of rooms where the shovel could have spawned and it just didn't. Unlucky. Unlucky. But that's okay. You know, again, we're solving puzzles one at a time. We made more progress on the castle cipher. I think I got the first position there. But yeah, we do need the shovel and the vault. And that's going to be, I think, pure RNG. So, not bad. But I do think we're being pretty efficient as well. I really can't be mad. We also never did get a chance to bring the, what's it called? The crown from room 46 into the throne room. We have never been able to get the crown and the throne room together. So I'm hoping we'll be able to do that here soon as well. And we'll draft the throne room and call it good. Yeah, it says we're missing 5 in the Mount Holly directory. I think I know what 2 of them are. Because we passed on them the last time I had the drafting room. But at least this way we can finally get the chest power. And perhaps... oh, that's not the right way. Did I miss it? Yep, here it is. I missed it. Okay. Pawn. Yeah, right there. Study was right here. Okay. The nook was there. Yeah, bishop there. Armory there. Okay, study is over here. And then the office is above the foundation. Okay. So study is rank 5. Or rank 4, rather. And above the foundation. Okay, so we need either the rook or the king. Turn the corner of your house. Okay, that's kind of nice. Or the king. I think we'll go with the king. And then we'll switch over to the rook. So we did have to sacrifice that. But that's okay. We have the power of the king. Oh, where would I like to end my day? We never did use the prism key. And that's fine. Overall, this was a good run. I just want to double check and see if there's anything else I can do before I call it a day. We do have 13 steps left. That does give me a little bit of wiggle room if I want to go check something out. But I don't think so. Yeah, we need more information on nuance. But I think really we could just rule out everything for nuance, because I think the only one we need left is nuance or Cocorica, and I'm pretty confident we could do Cocorica. So yeah, it's crazy. The only one we don't have is the vault. All right. Let's wrap this up. We got the Banner of the King. That's kind of cool that we can even pick black as a color. That's nice. I don't think we have too many black rooms. But we'll call it a day. I am sad we couldn't refreeze our accounts. But it's good to know that it's like, yeah, we can do that. We had a garden, shopping center, a prayer. You know what we should have done? We had the shrine. I should have spent the money that we were gonna, not be able to freeze at the shrine. Should have tried to get a blessing. Oh well. There was something I forgot. It wasn't on my notes, it was on the screen. We're going to do one more run, since this has been about an hour. We'll do one more run. We've been kind of really running through these. I don't expect this one to be any different. But here we go, day 44. We will grab our money. We'll take the money and run. And let's do Banner of the King. Let's draw... Let's choose Black Prince to be more likely today, because that'll give us the throne room. And the cloister, and I think the treasure trove. I think those are the only 3 Black Prints we've unlocked so far. Maybe the kennel is a Black Print too, I forget. But either way. Let's do the tool shed. We'll get a metal detector and a lockpick. Nice! That's a great opening set of items. It's not the shovel, but, hey, we'll take it. Man, how great would it be to get the throne room, like, immediately and just unlock room 46 and bring the crown back? I can dream, right? I can dream. Alright, here we go. We will start our shenanigans. We'll open up with the den. And there's a coin on the floor, too. Nice. Immediate free money. Who doesn't like free money? Alright, and we'll make it to the corner room. I say we get the mail room. Why not? Alright, that's first from Randolph. Hi, Simon. It's Randolph again. My last letter, I mentioned the terminal network, but completely slight-minded to give you the network password so you can log in, even with all the off-site connections disabled. Should be able to use local network to access different house-based functions from any terminal, regardless of where it was located in the estate. And the password is Swansong. Thank you. And not sure if you paid too much attention to the machine in the booth in the lab, but I figured I could save you some frustration. You've been fooling with it. It's the central control for power lines to run externally from the house. In the past, we served as an emergency power source in the local community, as we have modest hydroelectric capabilities of the steam turbine. If you want to use it, you'll first need to turn on the turbine in the boiler room and utilize our steam ducts to connect the turbine to the lab. It required, but I can't think of any reason for which you'd have to use the boiler to reach room 46, but feel free to play around with it should you be inclined to experiment. Thank you, Randolph. So that'll be a couple things. We'll just check here. Because I think we found, like, the magnifying glass over here once. Alright, but yeah, now we will have a item delivered tomorrow, which will be really nice. We can get the reading nook. I think that's the way to go, because then we can get the library, and we can look at the draft, and maybe try to win the sweepstakes. We got a key. And on top of that, we also continue with our chess pieces, and maybe we can do the castle. We'll do the library here. Drafting Strategy, Volume 3. So we have checked this out before. Okay. Gems, gems, gems. Draft early ranks first. Use some combos. Yeah, I took notes on this already. And the freezer can't be drafted again for the next 24 hours, so we won't get the freezer again. And draft rooms you've never seen before. Okay. So we'll try number 4, I guess, later. But we will take the advice and we will draft the early rooms first without going too crazy. We'll try to get the rest of rank 1 here. Closet, Geist bedroom, or the bedroom? Let's go with the closet, because this will probably give us a key and a gem in here. Oh, coin purse and a gem. Nice, okay. Every time we collect some money, we gain some interest. That's always cool. Wonder if that works with your inheritance, just out of curiosity. Hallway or aquarium or bedroom? I really don't like that bedroom. So I guess we'll go with the aquarium here. Hallway's fine, but I think we'll spend the gem on the aquarium and hope maybe we'll get lucky and find the broken lever piece. Nope. Dang. I was hoping. Another aquarium. Corridor or the storeroom? I guess we'll go the corridor. I don't like using the corridor this early, but I don't want to spend all my gems on aquariums, you know, bright and early, especially ones with poor rotation. We'll probably go the chapel here again just to get that bishop. Yes, it'll cost us some money. That's okay. Hi, Tanner boy. Are you alright? Tanner's whining at me, everybody. This'll pay for my, It's okay, kiddo. Tanner's being a big, brave boy right now, everybody. Let's go with the parlor. Okay. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. And the white box is true. Okay. So, if these two are true, then this one has to be false. Meaning that both of them are saying the gems are in this box. Meaning these two can't possibly both be true. For this one to be true, both of these have to be either true or false. So therefore, if the gems are not in this box, and the gems are not in this box, it has to be in the black box. Tanner, come here, boy. Stop making noise. It's okay. Tanner, come here, boy. It's okay. We can get the cloister already. And this one, I think we do want to get. Tanner, come here. Sorry, guys. Tanner is very much wanting my attention right now. It's okay. Come here, boyo. Come here. Come here. Come here, mister. No? Okay. So we've got the cloister. Man, this needs a key card already? That's unlucky. To get that early. Oh, we have the lockpick, too. Oof. I guess we'll go security to grab the knight. And this will also open that up, so that'll be good, because then we can bypass that security door. And at least for now, let's lower the opportunity here. There is one key I overlooked, apparently. Keycard system. Set security level. We'll set it to low. And we'll unlock the offline mode. Tanner, come here, boy. Stop whining and come here. It's okay. Tanner, come here, boy. It's okay. Come here, Tanner. It's okay. Come here, dude. Yeah, you can do it. I believe in you. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's having a hard time getting up right now, guys. I may have to go help him, so give me 1 second here. Alright. I'll be right back, everybody. Alright, hey guys, sorry about that. Tanner has... So, for those that don't know, he has pretty severe arthritis in both of his legs, and sometimes he just has a hard time getting up and down. I may have to increase his pain medication dose. I'll have to probably let his vet know. But, yeah, he was just having a little bit of trouble. He's okay. You know, he's not screaming in pain or anything like that, but just sometimes... and then the other thing is that we have tile floors, so sometimes the fur on his paws gets a little slippery, so I may have to trim that. But he's good, so everything's all right. And yeah, hopefully we'll just we'll go from there. But let's get back into it. And let's put in a request for the sleeping mask. Not that we really needed a ton of help with steps, but it just should be good to go. We'll check a data transfer, nothing there. Okay, and we'll log out. But yeah, we got security for the night. And on top of that, it'll also give us access there. We don't have the security key card yet. There is a key that I missed somewhere in the home. It's probably in the cloister, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm just gonna run around and check real quick. But we do know there's at least one key floating around somewhere, and I don't know where it could be. It might even be in the library. I honestly don't know. So I don't think we actually went into the library. So that's actually probably where it is, now that I think about it. Okay, well let's try to lockpick. Get another aquarium. We get the pool hall. I think we do the pool hall here. Coin here. 13. 11 minus 3 is 8, times 1 divided by 4 is 2. 8, wow, they're mixing things up. Times 2 is 16, minus 3 is, minus 13 is 3. 20 times 7 is 140, minus 3, no, that can't be right. Right, because it's not 20, it's 3. I'm an idiot. 3 times 7 is 21, divided by 3 is 7. Or minus 3 is 18. Almost got me. You almost got me there. Oh, we got the key card. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to go back into security, and I'm going to maximize the number of security doors. Since we have the key card, it will just make things a heck of a lot easier for us. Alright, then we can go into the cloister as well. Oh. Guys, I'll be right back. Tanner wants to come in. I'm going to let him back in. Hey, YouTube, I'm back. So yeah, Mongo came in and was taunting Tanner, so that's why Tanner was like, hey, I need to come back in, like, right now. So, alright, we did that. Let's continue. We press on. We could either dead end or dead end it, or we could use the boudoir. I'm going to use the boudoir. I do feel that getting these rerolls was one of the best things we did. I'm going to be completely honest. Coin on the floor for a metal detector, which is kind of nice. And Tanner's in here now, so we should be good to go for this run. We use the lockpick, can't, so we'll activate this. Pantry, utility closet, or bunk room. We don't have exactly 2 shops, so I'm going to use one of the rerolls. I hate to do it this early, but I do feel that this is justified. And then we will get some more keys, so let's get the servants' spare quarters and maybe the running shoes. Nope. That's alright, though. Alright. Throne room! We want this. So I'm getting the throne room. Now we have it. And now we can activate room 46 without having to do a ton of running. We just need... I'm going to follow the drafting book advice. And we're going to go backwards here. Try to draft as many of the lower rooms as we can. Boudoir here, I think, is the way to go. Gets another diamond, gets us some more rerolls. It's just a safe choice. And remember, we always need diamonds. Always. We get the aquarium, which if we got the bunk room, that would count as 2 shops. We could go the hallway. I'm going to go with the aquarium. I know, saving up gems, but again, I'm really trying to find the lever. It's kind of the idea. We can do the bedroom, which could connect to the library, the observatory, which would do the same thing, or we could try to re-roll. Let's go with the observatory here. Again, spending a diamond, I know, but now we have access to the library, which is good. And we can check and see if there's the key. Farmer's Apple, Southern Cross, Clavis the key, and the slice. Nice. A lot of different options with 25. That's kind of cool. Okay, and yep, the key was indeed in the library, so that's good to know. Alright, so yeah, we did block that area off, but that's okay. Now we have a shortcut, and on top of that, the observatory also is another night, so that's good. Oh, there's something here, a coin. Okay, cool. This is why you don't want to rush too much, ladies and gentlemen. But now we've done that. We've gotten all the backwards ones we can get. We need to find the shovel. We need to find the sledgehammer. So yeah, the only way we can move forward is with the throne room. But luckily we have 3 dice, 9 keys, and a couple diamonds. Ooh, Rotunda. This is an easy choice. Weight room could be good, because it could open up the antechamber. We're just going to rotate this real quick to give us 2 options. So we'll try to lockpick, which we can't, so we'll just use a key. Great Hall. I think that one's pretty good. Don't really need to rotate this one either. So we'll go with the Great Hall. We have plenty of keys, so I'm not worried about that one yet. We can get the weight room here, which could also open a door. It would also cost us, though. Gymnasium, or the walk-in closet, or we could redraw. Let's go with the walk-in closet here, because we still have another option, and with this one, if we do get her ladyship, it could have some good stuff in here. And we got 2 diamonds from it, plus some more steps. So I think that was worth it, and some coins. I'm just looking around to see if we have any more. There's an item I missed. I don't see one. But I think, yeah, it was the money, and I think it was those. And then here's the swan, which is kind of cool. Swan definitely seems to be a recurring theme. And now we'll activate the rotunda. That'll seal off the Great Hall for now, but that's okay, because we can knock out this side, and maybe, if we get lucky, we'll get the master bedroom. Lockpick. Courtyard. Hallway. Courtyard. No shovel. Man. And we don't even have the sledgehammer yet, so we can't use that. Passageway here would be good. Planetarium could be fun. But I think instead I'm going to reroll. And we'll go with the workshop. Battery pack is in here. Treasure trove, weight room, or the bunk room. We do have 2 shops, so this could double our coins. But of course, then it would block this area off. I don't want to use the weight room, because I feel we're going to need more steps. But you know what? Let's do it. Now we have access to room 46. And I think that's more important. And now we can bring the crown to the throne room. And there's the office, which we needed. Because that has the king. Now if we get her ladyship, or... if we get her ladyship or the study, will be set, but I want to do this. We finally have the crown. And now any other red rooms we get, we can get rid of. Let's just hope I can draw the dining room. Laboratory, treasure trove, gymnasium. Let's remove the gymnasium from today's pool. And let's snag the... Ooh, the commissary could be really helpful. Lab is good, I just don't like the rotation on it. Let's go the commissary. And it has the sleeping mask and the running shoes. And the sledgehammer. We'll get all of these. We just won't get the magnifying glass for today. I could run back to the throne room. Let's see if we get... If we don't get the dining room here, which we might not, let's remove the dark room from today's pool, too. Servants' quarters. Could get more keys, but let's re-roll that. Master bedroom! As much as I don't want to cut this area off, we need the master bedroom. We also got a whole bunch of steps from it. And I think we should also try to end our day here as well. So there's us, Mary, and Daniel. All right. Let's head down. Man, if we just find the broken lever, I think we'd be in a pretty good spot. But let's head down to the throne room, and then we'll go explore the Great Hall. But let's bring the crown back home. I suppose that was already a king, too. We already had the king. We didn't even need the office, but still. Okay, I brought the crown here. Back to the throne room. We reclaimed the crown. But it doesn't look like we can do anything. I wonder if that even is a secret. Dang. Gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed. Not devastatingly so, obviously, but... You know, definitely, definitely sad that I got the crown there and nothing happened. We'll use a key here. Yeah, that'll open the side that is blocked off. All right. Music room, which will go that way. The bunk room or the planetarium. Let's use our final redraw. Oh, we got the freezer. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll go with the treasure trove here. Now we can get a lot of money out of this, which is kind of nice. I guess we'll just keep exploring. Secret passage. Let's do that. And let's try to get her ladyship's chamber. And we did not get it. Dang. I was really hopeful we could manipulate that. Let's remove that. And nope. And we have more than 2 shops, unfortunately. Well, I guess we can do the Geist bedroom. If we have 3 dead ends, might as well do the Geist bedroom here. Really hoping we could have gotten her ladyship's chamber there. Alrighty. Excuse me. Alright, we'll unlock this one. We could redraw, or we could get the archives. Or we could get the locksmith. Let's remove the archives from today's pool. There's the foyer. This would unlock everything. Yeah, let's go with the foyer here. We'll unlock all the doors in the Great Hall and save our keys. Lost and Found. Chamber of Mirrors or the Passageway. I don't want to risk losing the item I need. I guess we could do this. The office isn't too far away. I don't want to spend the gem on the nursery, if I'm going to be honest. We've already drafted most of our bedrooms, so... It would give me more steps, but we could just go back through the throne room for that. I don't want to use a reroll here. So, we'll get this. And then we'll probably spread some money throughout the estate. If we get, like, the showroom or something like that. Alright, I'll just open up all the doors, since they're now all unlocked. Ooh, yay. Some more diamonds. Ballroom, study. Oh, the study does have the queen, doesn't it? Ah, this is tough. Do I dead end the run to unlock the, Do I dead end the run to unlock the castle clue? Because I can switch from the king to the rook. I think so. As much as I want to continue with this run, as promising as it has been, I think we go with the study here. We guarantee it. We don't stress about anything else. And yeah, we go with the we switch to the rook power. I think that's the next thing we do, because we don't have the shovel. We can keep looking, but the odds of getting either the sledge and the broken lever, I feel, are pretty bad. So I'm going to go with the study. We'll play it safe. We'll end this run. And, yeah, we will collect it with our queen here. So I think this was the right call. Reclaim the crown. I feel like there's still something there, and we have to go back through the throne room anyway, so let's go take another look. Okay. Before we go back and do the other thing, I am going to take a quick break, and I'm going to check this. So I want to check and see if there's another thing in the throne room we need to do. We're so close. I may also go experiment in the workshop before we leave as well. We'll probably do that before we leave and reclaim it. But yeah, now we won't have to worry about the chest powers again, which will be nice. Let me pause, and we're gonna look that up just to see if there's anything I'm missing. Okay, hey guys, I am back. Sorry about that. So I did check. There is more to this puzzle than what we have. So I don't know if you guys remember, but there is supposed to be a hint to this somewhere else. All I'll say is that apparently we need a couple more items. So I don't know where to find 2 of them, but I do know that the blue crown is one. But I basically was told in the hint that I found, it said, solve the castle puzzle first, is what it told me. So we are going to solve the castle puzzle first. And the only way to do that... I forgot that we bought the sledgehammer, by the way. So we're literally just missing the broken lever, which I don't know where that is. But let me see here. Because there's also another item we haven't gotten either. So I kind of want to try and, figure that out. So that's the pick sound amplifier, which I think we've already gotten, but let's try and make it anyway. We can go check in the library after we're done. Greater chance of picking high sensitivity locks. Actually, I don't know if we have made this one yet. But, cool, we did. So, yeah, man, I wish we could find the broken lever. And again, we want to try to end the day in the master bedroom too, so let's stop dilly-dallying around, huh? Let's go solve the first part of this castle puzzle by switching to the power of the rook. From the king, we will perform a castle and see what happens. I'm going to be so mad if I had to do rook first and then king. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I forgot we had the running shoes too, which is kind of nice. But alright, we're gonna go solve that particular puzzle, which will be good. Right. Gotta run, gotta run, gotta run, gotta run, gotta run. The sheer amount of layers to this game is... it's unbelievable. I have to say, it really and truly is just absolutely insane how many layers there are to this game. Okay, there we go. Queen is right here. Nope, right there. King is there. Bishop. Alright, we were at the king. Now we choose the power of the rook. And they performed a castle. I'm never going to forget what that's called, by the way, since I didn't know what it was. Secret tunnel through the underground. Secret tunnel. Oh, wow. That's a lot of allowance tokens. And hello, who are you? Do we have to solve all these, I wonder? Alright, well, let's check it out. Okay, need to get these in the corner. Right, they shift. Okay, got it. I see what we need to do. Hello, Mr. Tanner. Are you okay? Good dog, Tanner. It's okay, bud. How you doing, kid? And there we go. We can now solve it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turtles counted off. The black key is lying with the last king of 8. Interesting. Okay, let's take a note. We'll take some notes here. It doesn't look like they're allowance tokens. It looks like they're all hints. So under... Good boy, kiddo. All right. We have... I'm just going to write this down. You guys won't have to see this, so I'll be right back. Hang tight, everybody. And I'm back. Just took the note. Move on to solve the next one. Same thing. Only I now need to remember what all these guys do. Green flips. I think purple becomes whatever they're surrounded by. Maybe. Alright. We'll figure this out. No, purple moves down. Orange, I think, does whatever it's surrounded by. So we flip that. Hi, Tanner, are you okay? Turn that one. Flip this. Turn that one black. Rotate. Rotate. Turn that one black. And now it's all about getting the ones we can in the right order. Tanner, it's okay, dude. It's alright, I promise. You're gonna be just fine, Mr. Tanner. Bring me a dream. Doot, 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 doot. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. A patient figure, a reckoning great. Okay. And again, I keep forgetting. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry, I actually had to replace my second pen in this game. This game has killed 2 of my pens, which is hilarious. Alright, moving on to the next one. Looks like the same thing. The orange will match whoever, so our goal is to manipulate these in order to get them where we need. So I feel that's a good place to start. Flip this. Flip that. And flip here. There's another black one right there. Move that up. And then we... Oh, let's do that and that. Move that down. Flip that. Go up. Boom, 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 boom. A sullen cross as 5 stars aligned. Okay, so for my own sanity, I think moving forward, just so I don't have to keep recording, stopping recording, I'll just write down all the notes after we unlock them all. How does that sound? So we'll just unlock them all, we'll read them all, and then I'll write them down. Alright, here we go. Okay, again, same type of thing. Pink rotates around, so that's good to know. That was pretty straightforward. And in sky above, a brilliant sign. Alright, again, this rotates and shifts. So we'll shift that, rotate that, move that. shift, rotate, rotate, shift, rotate, rotate there. Boom, 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 boom. In Ares Court, where the king now lays. Alright, purple moves down. So we move that here. I think I am stuck now. I don't think we can do this. So let's reset. Okay. We definitely have to move that guy there. We have to turn... Nope. Okay. Move that there. Okay, I gotta really think about this. We don't have a lot of moves available. So this is absolutely the first move. No doubt. What if it's not? No, nothing else makes sense. So, yeah, this has to be the first move, right? Then... we turn that one. Move that up. Move this here. There we go. That's what I was missing. Boom, 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 boom. On the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase. Alright. We have a rotation. So we get that one up there. Yeah, that's not right. No, this is what we do. Perfect. Will a youth approach with empty arms? Again, I'll write all this down afterwards. Arc Aries moves up. Right. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think I see what we have to do. I think this is what we need. Nope, I screwed that up. That's okay, though. There we go. Without gifts nor gold nor mannered charms. Okay, that's all of them. So guys, I'm going to take a quick break and I'm just going to write all the messages down and we'll try and figure this out, all right? All right, YouTube, I am back. I've written down all the messages. And I got to admit, I am a little stuck here. I have some ideas, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm just going to share them with you. The black key is lying with the last king of 8, a patient figure, a reckoning great, a sullen cross as 5 stars align, and in sky above a brilliant sign. In Ares' court where the king now lays, on the sacred hour that time-worn phrase, will a youth approach with empty arms, without gifts nor gold nor mannered charms. So, it almost makes me feel, because, like, this feels like the hidden area, right? It feels like this is where the king now lays, right? And, like, this is the king. But I don't know if it means we're supposed to come completely empty-handed, like, with nothing in our inventory at all. I don't know if we're supposed to offer the crown here. I don't know if we're missing items. I gotta admit, I don't understand some of these messages. We wrote them all down. We have it recorded so I can view it at my leisure. But that's kind of where we're at, is that this seems to be the king. And I wonder if it's saying we're descendants or related to the king, and we need to come here where it's empty. The sky above a brilliant sign, a sullen cross is 5 stars align. That indicates to me, I think it's the observatory, but I'm honestly not 100% sure. It just feels like there's always another secret. I honestly don't know where to go from here, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe the planetarium, even? But, yeah, that's kind of where my thoughts are. I do apologize. Tanner's barking at me, so I'll be right back, I think. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. Tanner is out. He is, exploring around. I don't quite know what to make of it, but it definitely feels like this is the final king's throne here, and we need to do something. But I don't totally understand what it is we're supposed to be doing. So I'm going to probably take some time to look at those notes. Hopefully this is a permanent opening. The Promised Hour. In Ares' court, where the king now lays on the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase, will the youth approach with empty arms, without gifts nor gold nor mannered charms? So it looks like we need some kind of black key. Maybe from the observatory or the planetarium? I'm not 100% certain. But, alright. We performed a castle. I guess maybe the castle cipher might tell us? Maybe? I don't know. We're missing a couple rooms. I think we got the cloister, we got the kennel. We already had... Just before we go too far. I think we're missing the vault. And I don't know where door lands. I'm thinking it's... I think I'm going to need some more clues. I think I'm going to have to go back and take a look at where some of these are on the grid and try to figure it out from there. But I think that's probably going to be our next big hint. So what I'm going to do... We'll head back into the mansion. We can probably go through, because I think we have the sleeping mask, so we'll probably just go through the entrance. We solved the castle puzzle. We have all the notes there, which means now we need the castle cipher to help out. We have most of the hints. I think we're only missing two? 2 or 3? But I'm honestly just not sure. Oh, hey, look, 2 chests. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, we can gather these. It's probably not going to be super helpful, but... Rerolls and more coins. Again, we're already kind of locked in where we are, unfortunately. But let's at least go into the aquarium. And the goal is, again, to get to the master bedroom. Tanner, are you okay there, bud? Tanner wants to come back in. While we're here in the library, let me just go check our invention list. See if the sound pick... Okay, we already did have that one. Damn. Okay, I don't know what the other one is. We do have most of those. And I'm going to go let Tanner back in. Okay, here we are. Alright. So... Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that. Need to draft one more classroom. Let's head back in. Here's the observatory. 5 is the Southern Cross. Faded Hour. Back through the boudoir. Into the foundation where we can't take the elevator, and that's fine. Let's check security. Nothing left in the estate. I think we'll try to end our day in the master bedroom. You know, we do have the commissary. Let me go buy the magnifying glass. And we'll at least see if that can combine with anything else we have. It's worth a try, right? Good boy, Tanner. I love you, bud. All right. There's the book. Book you just read. Because there's his throne, right? I'm not seeing anything else, though. I was like, maybe there's a hint because he has the crown in the throne room, but I'm not seeing anything. Alrighty. Alright, I guess we'll just end here. We'll end in the master bedroom and see what that does. But yeah, what a good run. We got a lot of information. Again, gotta have to try and decode a lot of this for the castle cipher. It's gonna be interesting. That's for sure. I'm wondering, you know, just kind of some final thoughts before we wrap for real. I'm kind of wondering if it's CX and then on the castle cipher. I'm just wondering if this will work. Um, CXET. I think we got that one. OO, and then we have DOOR. And then the only thing is then that doesn't fit. Unless it's IIOO. I'm gonna have to really take a look at this, and I'll try to get back to you. Okay. But yeah, I think I'll work on the castle cipher on my own a bit. Probably ask a little bit of help with some of the clues, and we'll go from there. But with that being said, let's call it a day. We can just see our results here, and go from there. But yeah, sorry guys, I'm thinking a lot about this. We had a corporate castle. We had the conference room, the office, the mailroom, and the throne room. Found 12 items, no new rooms, and that's okay. I think we definitely need to go for the drafting studio to get those, to draft those new rooms as soon as possible. So anytime the drafting studio pops up, we probably want to get it. But yeah, I think overall we did really well. We also got down below and performed the castle maneuver. So now we just have to work on the cipher, and I think I have most of the pieces here. I just have to kind of figure out where they all fit into place. So I will definitely keep you guys posted. Thank you very much for watching. YouTube, I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody!